Madison Bumgarner. To center. Hicks going back. And now over. Makes the catch on the warning track.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Chris Miller.
Found into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
And on 3-2, he delivers a line drive out to left center. That's going to split the defenders out there for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Here's another 1-2. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone, a home run. So at 3. Here it comes, 2-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 1 away. He's set, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Miller has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Chris Miller. Here comes the 1-2. Opposite field to left. And that's going to get down out there. Thus far. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Chris Miller. Ready now on 1-1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Coley is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's. Now on 3-2 to Utley.
Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon. So
going past 5 ball games. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And he's going to get there after a long run as he gloves it for the second out. Chris Miller.
Not when you got this guy on deck.
Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Takes him the other way, hits the ball hard.
He can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third.
Out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate.
Chris Miller. 3-2, here it is. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Yeah, Park has really played large tonight.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk. So now they'll have a force at any base with 2. Chris Miller. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Chris Miller will stand in now, ready with another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
I mean, this is right for the picking.
Now the 3-0 offering. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone. Green light was on, 3-0, and he didn't miss it. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
And that is going to absolutely silence this crowd. We've seen him doing this all year long. When his guys are in the hole, he's been the one to come to the rescue, and he does it again with a long home run to give his guys the lead.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end...
3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning.
2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase. Not going to get there. It falls in. Kendrick on his way to...
Just a short drive west of downtown. We're at Miller Park. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the two starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller will stand in, and
not much to say about that except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort.
He went around, and the inning is over.
Strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
This is popped high in the air back near second. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rounded out to start the home first. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Miller is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Chris Miller. Pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here he comes on 2-1. On the move again from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Chris Miller will step in now, and here's the full count offering. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Chris Miller will stand in now. Well, obviously not biting on the first two, so they'll go ahead and give him the freebie here.
For the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American League Central Division. Pointed right at the first baseman, and that's...
Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park in Milwaukee. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller.
To take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. He'll try it again, 3-2. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead. Ready now on 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Here comes a 1-2. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Miller is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Chris Miller. Here's another 1-2. Oh, this ball's laced, and it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Around third and being waved on home. They'll try to score that runner from first. He's around third. And the runner will
just a strike away from stranding that runner at first, but instead he'll wind up coming all the way around to score on the clutch 2-out triple.
Chris Miller. 3-2. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Far. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller is there, 2 gone.
And all pitching, and this has been another very good.
Back to 2-1. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the seventh. 1-1 on the way. Now a ball hit back up the middle. What a flip for one. Back to first, so they get the double play. Double switch here. Chris Miller. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. 1. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a...
Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double to right center, and the Cardinals lead 7-6. What an at-bat by Carpenter. To center.
A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller, 3-2, here it is. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. He's set, now the pitch. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Miller is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases low. Chris Miller sets the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down. He's ready now, the pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Miller is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second, he'll hit. Chris Miller, count now. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Cabrera is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Chris Miller will step in now. He's ready, now the pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? There's 1. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play in the from the stretch. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Miller is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great
3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
Big lead again for Peralta. Holiday is safely to...
There are few better places in America to spend an afternoon than this. And with first pitch just moments away, here's a look at today's starting lineups. Chris Miller. Now here's the first pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Parra is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Good. Chris Miller, the pitch. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. Chris Miller.
Here in the last few innings, you got to think about bringing that one right back.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play.
Up on the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Miller is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Carry to him, and this was another example. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And he struck him out. All throughout this one, as you can see on the line score.
Put him behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice.
Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes. And again, Davila is under it. And they've done it. The Tigers have done it. For the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American